You can see it. Are we ready?
Yep.
Oh. Hello, I'm Dennis Dillon, and this is our Guitar 101. If you've never played guitar at all, you're in the right place. And I'm just going to show you our next couple of chords. In our first lesson, we learned the D chord, the A chord, and the E chord. And if you haven't looked at that snippet, you probably want to go there first, because I did cover some other things like how to hold the guitar and the language that I'm speaking about, what the string numbers are, etc. I don't want to have to do that in every lesson, so you probably do want to see the first lesson. This is the second Guitar 101 lesson, and we're going to learn in this one, we're going to use our D chord that we already know, but we're actually going to add two more chords to it. I call it three chords, but we already know one of those chords. And now we're going to do the C chord and the G chord. So the C chord is the first finger, first fret of the second string, the second finger, second fret of the fourth string, and the third finger, the third fret of the fifth string. Now in the C chord in particular, you'll be conscious of the fact that you have to, you know, your thumb should for the most part, you want to keep your thumb in the middle of the neck. And in this chord in particular, we've got to stretch everything out. If you think about the violinist who has this thing, and they've got their violin wedged in here, but their finger positions like this, so they always get the maximum stretch, and that's what we're trying to do here. So with the C chord, again, it's first finger, first fret, second string, second finger, second fret, fourth string, and third finger, fret of the fifth string. And then we're going to play the fifth string and then strum the top five when we do the C. Now in this particular exercise, I'm going to show you this G chord that uses these three fingers instead of this one. But before I do that, I want to show you the by the book G chord that you also use. Depending on what combination of chords you're using, there's different forms or different fingers for the chord. The regular, what I'd call the regular or stock G chord, is first finger, second fret of the fifth string, second finger, third fret of the sixth string, and the third finger, the third fret of the first string, and you play all six strings. That's basically your G chord, and used in a lot of country songs. So we're going to make that same chord shape, but we're going to use these three fingers instead. So we're going to use the second finger, second fret of the fifth string, third finger, third fret of the sixth string, and the fourth finger, third fret of the first string. That's this version of the G. It's the same chord, but played with these fingers. And the reason I'm showing you that is because when you're going from a C to a G, it's less work, it's more economy of movement, it's easier to play this form than it is to go like this. But you can do it either way. So we're going to start with the same key note that we did with the first lesson when we learned our D, A, and E chord, only now we're going to go D, C, and G, but the same three counts. So we go three counts on the D, and we only strike the top four strings. D, 2, 3, and now we jump to our C. In this case, we just pull all our fingers up. We kind of form the shape in the air as we come down, and when we do, we land on the fifth string. And then we go to the G, same idea. We're going to just jump up, and these two are kind of where we need them, so we just go from here to here, and then we add this guy. So all together it's D, C, G. And you stay on the G twice, just like you stayed on the E twice. Now we're staying on the G twice. So we go D, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, G, 2, 3. And you think, how boring? Well, it's just like every country song that you ever did hear. Yes, oh, Mama bought a pickup truck, Daddy was a drunk, and then my dog died. La 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 la. I can't tell you the amount of hit songs that are like that, such as Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama is just going D, C, G. Only I'm not going to try to be fancy like Leonard Skinner. Anyway, so that's our Guitar 101 second installment, which involves the C and the G chord. We'll see you on the next installment. Dennis Dillon coming to you live on Guitar 101 installment number 2. Good day, mate.